I've never really experienced anything like this, and when you're in an emergency and you see it on TV, you think it's going to happen to somebody else, but when you're in there, you are shaken. I stood where they kept us locked. They wouldn't let us into our property, and we're watching all the smoke, and then they kept pushing us back. So finally, I realized I need to run to Walmart and get some essentials, and I made it. I was the last person out of Walmart practically. They were closed at 11, and so I was there, just getting out the door in time. And then I came here, and the tents were just being set up, and I was the first one here because some people had gotten here, and the tents weren't ready, and they left and came back, and about 15 people came up and wanted to be helpful, and I was very shaken, and they're saying, very hospitable, is there anything you need? Do you need any water? We have showers, we have, they showed me the bed, and they even showed me which side, like one side was cold, and very, very nice. Yeah, I kept thinking, and I still think if I had just 10 more minutes to get my dogs and papers, and then I was thinking that's really all that really mattered, and it still matters, and I may have lost my dogs. It was a really good chance, except I accidentally left them out, possibly, we don't know, we'll see. But when I was thinking about, after the shock of it, we hold on to everything so tight to be safe, and really, life's not like that, and you see it on other people, and we really have to learn to live with a lighter grasp on what we have and hold things more lightly.
We were sitting on our back porch. It was me, my husband, and my father, and we were just sitting back there hanging out, cleaning up from my daughter's birthday party the day before, and my husband said, "Oh my God, baby, look at that." And we turned around, and it was like an atomic bomb went off. It was a giant black and white cloud, and it just engulfed the sky, like it covered the sky. We couldn't see anything. I had little girls for a slumber party in my front yard screaming and crying. We immediately got out there with the water hose and started watering down our front yard, but about 30 minutes later, when we thought it was dying down and we saw white smoke, all of a sudden the wind changed, and it flared, and it came towards the house, and we could hear it. It was roaring so freaking loud. We barely made it in there to our house. Like, they let us through, and right afterwards they like cut it off behind us because it was flaring up again.
And there's a fire behind our house. I mean, we grabbed a couple of pictures, some blankets, and
we're looking down the road, and it's taken everything.
It's
so many homes.
It's so smoky you can't even hardly stand back there. Last night we had 2 cats, a dog, and another dog, and today we have 2 dogs, the baby, a turtle, a snake, and ourselves. And we let the lizards go. We had lizards, but we just let them free. I mean, we don't know if our house is going to be there in an hour. What we're gonna do.
We're just trying to keep the kids calm, trying to find some place to take the animals. I mean, it's hard to find a place for a big, huge dog because he's so intimidating.
We're just trying to stay cool.
When I got the phone call about the fire and I stepped out of the trailer and looked out back, all I saw was black from everywhere from my left to my right. And it was well above the trees, billowing up. Best thing, we have 2 scenarios as far as our families go. It's either all good or all bad. We've either had no fire, just maybe some smoke damage, and our animals are all right, or we've lost everything. What you see I got on, I bought this hat today because I didn't have a hat. I didn't take time to grab one, a pair of shoes, nothing. I grabbed my kids. That's what I grabbed.
Daughter's place is gone. If her place is gone, my place to live is gone. Believe it or not, Lila was asleep on the big couch. I was asleep on the love seat. the TV set went off. You know how it goes, the satellite goes off when you got a thunderstorm coming? And I looked at that thing and I said, there ain't no rain around here. So I got up and I went to the back door and I saw this funny looking cloud up there. And I thought, that ain't right. So I went to the front and then I walked out into the yard and watched it a minute. I came running back in the house and I told Lionel, the world's coming to an end, get up! And it was. It was like being a live person in a movie. And it's the only way to describe it, because you had just fire everywhere. And the smoke you couldn't see. And you're just praying that there'll be a break somewhere on the other end of this road.
You know, I have to say, if I say anything, I have to say thank you to the Plantersville Fire Department and Waller and Hempstead and the Forestry Service, because they got on that. I mean, it was scary to come out and see that and not know, is it going to go here, is it going to go there? People were tagging their animals and just turning them loose. They had horses running everywhere. Wow. Dogs, just livestock everywhere. You don't know what it's like. Well, we keep all of our important documents in a safe. So I grabbed the safe, I grabbed just some clothes, my camera. I went around and took pictures of everything at the house just for insurance purposes. But other than that, that's all that meant anything to me. That's what we pay insurance for. And, you know, so if it goes, it goes. And, you know, we just start over. But these are my babies. Wow. There was a lot of people that lost a lot of things. And we're all out there and we'll all help each other. There were people with their personal tractors out there. I knew that I had my tractor in case my neighbors needed it to dump dirt, get stuff going. But everybody was just really pitching in. If they had open pastures, they were letting people just bring their animals, just put them on this side of the road, get them out of the fire. There were barns burning, homes burning. I really think that everybody will be okay. I think once everybody gets back, because there's so many of us out there that'll help each other. I think, when something happens, yeah, everybody will be okay.